What's going on, doozers, and welcome to episode 15 on the Shadowtopia. We're starting today off in the village, and a couple days ago, Huffleduck came back. It was awesome. He did a live stream. A bunch of us jumped into it, and we kind of hopped his live stream a little bit, showed him a couple of new things that were going on. And it was good to have him back. So it looks like I'm not building a giant dome over his house. He's back. But if you caught my last episode, you'll have seen that I was all over the place and I never even got around to breeding up the villagers that I needed. The two that were in here, I turned them into clerics for now. 114, if any of you aren't sure about it, or you may be running a server of your own, 1.14.4 Minecraft is widely becoming known as the server killer. Yeah, that's the server killer. And one of the biggest things that they're having issues with is the amount of lag it's generating. It's a mono-threaded game, so it's running everything off of one area instead of the way it used to run, and hopefully that's one of the things that they're going to be fixing in 1.15. It's not just the bees that we're getting. There's a couple other things that are happening with that, and a lot of it's bug fixes within the game. Now, that being said, it's making things like the gold farm very difficult because for some reason, and we can go take a peek at it, for some reason, all of the mobs in the nether are located in one distinct area. So if I come over here, and I'm just going to fast forward over to getting to the mob farm with you. So as we're climbing up this giant ladder towards the gold farm, a little bit of real talk with the 114.4. I know a lot of servers are having issues. I know a lot of the server hosting companies have been having issues. And, I mean, we're currently on mcprohosting.com. We've been with them with about a year right now. We have the unlimited plan. And I've never really had any issues with them up until we switched over to 1.14. And now that we're on 1.14, we're finding all kinds of problems, just, issues with lag. They recommended switching over to a spigot server, which I really didn't want to do, but I ended up doing it just to help reduce lag. I don't have any other back-end mods running or anything else. This is strictly a spigot running vanilla Minecraft server. But that being said, here's the gold farm. Now, you guys are going to recognize this. I've used it in several episodes. I've made it several times over. If you're a fan of the Hermitcraft 6 series, you know that Impulse has it. But look what's missing. Look at that. Not a single zombie pigman spawning. We only have the ones over here, the ones that are named Alert. So if I come down here now, I put this in, a couple of our server members were having issues getting down the ladders. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that one's on video. All right, let me get back to that. And, oh man. Well, there went 19 levels. Thankfully, it's a pretty easy walk. Oh my goodness. So the issues with the nether have been the biggest one we've noticed. Now, like even now, I see no mobs. I don't see any zombie pigmen. And that's an issue, especially when you're looking at things like gold farms or any type of nether farm in general. Don't know what's causing it. Don't know why it's happening. It's really aggravating that it is happening because it makes a lot of farms not work. And I mean, I'll admit we have a couple of people AFKing, but this is an ongoing issue. I was on earlier today without anybody on the server and experiencing the exact same problem. Well, at least I got my pants. Now, that being said, there's another tunnel, and if I go on that tunnel, which we're going to do, following that tunnel out to over by, I think his Dragon Ball's base who's over there. Over by his base, it is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like Mob Central. Okay. So, the next step is to get over to there. And I'll show you what we mean. And I'm going to do... I'm going to keep this video rolling just because I don't want anybody to think there's any trickery in this. So if I run down the ice path, let's eat a carrot quick. So this is the Nether Hub. And if you look down at the bottom of my screen, right above my hunger bar, you'll see it says 6:55. That is current time in the game. So run down here. Still no zombie pigmen. Still none. Still none. Still none. And here's where we start seeing them spawn. All over the place. So, I'm not sure why it's doing that. I really don't want to have to rebuild the gold farm, but I may end up rebuilding the gold farm. It's not something I was looking forward to doing, but it may be something I have to do in order to get this to work. But in any case, yeah, that being said, it's an ongoing issue. I know Mojang is aware of it, but off of that subject and on to new and better things, the Gemco Mall. That's right. We have shut down our slime farm, our slime shop. It is no longer open, not the one that was there at least. We have a new one. Let's see if I can take off here. Nope. Okay. So we have moved our slime farm over here. I built this off camera. I just wanted to get it started. So if we come up, we still have all the same things. Slime balls, 1 stack per diamond. So we're still stocked up. We have our little dude in here. And then the old slime shop that's over there, I put that one up for sale. I figure if anybody wants it, I already built the building. All they got to do is move right in. Let's see here. Torches, torches. Where is... Aha! Firework rockets. Can't go anywhere without them. So, in any case, in my inventory, I have 2 other shulker boxes with me. Black concrete and white concrete. And that is because I'm going to start working on a new project. Now, on a live stream, I cleared out all of the wood that was over here. And then a couple of us got together and we ran through the entire area. We terraformed it, got it flat. Did a lot of torch spam, just making sure nothing could spawn there. And that's where we're going to be putting our personal shopping district. And then Jumbo Chicken came in and just built this crazy town hall here. Now, let me show you the inside. We actually put in the specialty villagers in here. So now we can buy like all of our heads. So if I come to talk to this guy, I can buy all the players' heads, everybody in this game. And the only one we left from the original pack was Corrales, and that's just because everybody loves his eyes. Going upstairs. We're drowned? No. Going upstairs, we have the post office. And if I remember correctly, behind the post office, we have a little bit, or had at least, a little bit of a accidental mob farm. And it looks like that's been squared away now. Oh. So that's where we're at right now. As far as the server stuff goes, and as far as all the boring stuff, it's the fun parts of being a server admin is having to deal with all the behind the scenes nonsense. But that being said, that means that we can start doing some other stuff. Now that we actually have a location for all of our shops, now we can start working on moving the fireworks over. We'll get them a new home over there. And we have a couple other things that we'll start moving. So, in the meantime, I think it's about time that we actually started working on building ourselves an actual home. I've been using that villager house now for a while. It's worked out well, but I've now paid somebody to organize my chests, and I promptly deorganized them. So I guess it's time now. We got to start looking at building a sorting system, getting our chests in order, getting our storage in order, and actually getting a real house in order. And now that we're building in kind of a modern / futuristic build area, I am not quite as nervous. It's not like the last season where I was really out of my element and I didn't know what I was doing. So this time I actually know what I'm doing. I know how to build in this style. And I know that Huffleduck does too. So we're going to have a blast of a time building out here. So I am going to start working on this. And I think that's probably going to look best in the form of a third-person time-lapse. So sit back, grab some popcorn, grab a drink, and chill out and enjoy the ride. Okay, guys, so I'm going to start by saying it's like 2 actual days later. As a couple of you know, there's a reason why my beard is gray, and I was definitely feeling it. So 2 days ago, I came home from my normal job, my full-time job, and I sat down at on my chair and I ate supper with my family, and I officially fell asleep before my kids did. And I didn't just kind of fall asleep. Guys, I died. I fell asleep at 9 o'clock at night and woke up at 7 in the morning. I was gone. And yesterday, I kind of did the same thing. It's the perks of old age, I guess. It's finally starting to catch up to me. So, I apologize for not getting this out in a timely fashion. I am shooting to have this out my normal time, but just in case it's not, well, now you know why. In the meantime, though, what I did do is I paid Finn a couple of diamonds to come in here and organize this stuff out, and she did a really good job. She's got all the signs up. There is a couple things I'm going to change, like seeds. Yeah, I don't use seeds. I just burn them or throw them into a chest or whatever. I get rid of them most of the time. I never keep them. And then eventually I'm going to go through and get rid of all the signs because I'll be putting the blocks down like this. But I mean, it was awesome that she came through and did that. It really helps me a lot. So that's step one of this project done. Now, as I was looking at it, I started looking at some ideas for designs. I think this is going to be the main building, and I got some really cool ideas for this. But to make that happen, I need to relocate some guys because they're in the way. And I don't want them to be in the buildings. So recently I saw on a couple of channels a way to set up your trading villagers to be able to trade with them quickly, and at the same time not have them escape. And oh, okay, I got like a fake iron farm going here. It's kind of cool actually. So the way it works is using carpets. So what you do, a little bit of parkour there. Woohoo! So what you do is you take and you lay out your blocks like this, and then you would put your workbenches in there and then put carpet, and then your villagers would kind of hang out here, but you'd have another ring right above them exactly 2 blocks high. Because carpet is 1 pixel high, it puts the villagers on an area of land where they can't actually get out. So it means that they can change their workstations as much as they want to, which is still a bug in 1.1.4. And even if they do change it, they can still access their work tables. It makes it really easy to trade with them quickly, and you don't have to do anything fancy to do it. So we need to figure out where we're going to be putting this, because it's definitely something that needs to be made. Because I need to get these villagers out of the way. Now, to keep track of who's who, I think what I'm going to do is just name tag them. So like my guy who does mending, I'm just going to name him Mender. That way I can actually see each one as we're going and be able to set them up. So unfortunately, while this project is, a lot better than it was, it is going to take a back seat as far as main projects until I can get something handled with these villagers, because they're definitely currently in the way. Now, in the meantime, since it has been a few days, we're going to take a quick trip over to the shopping district just to see if I've made any sales, see if we've got any mail. So let me get over there, and I'll bring you back as soon as we get there. Okay, so I'm a bit of a spoon. I went, there was nothing there. I came back. Okay, so considering that this area over here, why is there a floating tree? So this area over here, considering that this is where the majority of my villagers already are in that little breeder system, I think that's where we're going to keep the village breeder. So we're going to start off by popping probably into a third-person time lapse. We're going to raise this entire area. So we're going to come through. We're going to knock down this building here. Yeah, we're going to knock down this building. I'm going to get the actual floor plan done first. We're going to build it around this area. And then once we have the actual floor plan, then what we'll do is we'll actually bring the villagers in. And we'll be able to start getting this all worked out. Let's get rid of these guys here because they're just going to make life miserable. I'm not getting close to you, buddy. I'm not that dumb. I got good armor, but you guys hit like, iron golems. Man, this is a good bow, too. There's one. There's 2. Okay, we'll get some iron out of the deal. Nice. All right, so I'm going to pop over into that third-person time lapse. We're going to start tearing this stuff down. We're going to get the basic floor plan laid out, and then we'll come right back. So we've got a basic foot plan laid out now. We have a good idea what we're doing, and we're just starting with basic shapes right now. So right now we just have a rectangle. And now what we have to do is figure out where we're going to subdivide everything. Because eventually what we're going to do is we're going to make these into little rooms. So how we're going to set this up is, I think, and I'm going to have to do some maths here to figure out exactly how I can divide this up evenly. If I remember correctly, I think this is 33 blocks long, and up here is 22. So I'm going to have to figure out, like I said, I'm going to have to do some maths and figure out how we're going to get this set up. But what I want to be able to do is come in through this door, and I want to come in and immediately be presented with different options. So if I come in through this door, the first people I want to see are going to be my farmers. That way I can trade and get a bunch of emeralds really quick. Then I want to be able to come over and I want to be able to talk to all of my clerics or my masons or my armor smiths. So I want to be able to come through here and visit each of these in turn. And at the same token, I need an area where I can still breed the villagers, because we're not done with these guys yet. We still have a lot of things to do that we're going to need villagers for, like the iron farm. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. I also figure out how I'm going to keep them inside for now. Now, I could just do 2 iron doors. In fact, if we put that there, I can go grab 2 iron doors right now. Hopefully before that sun sets all the way. So, let's see. Do I have any doors made yet? So, we'll grab 12 just in case. That. And then, let's see, I want stone buttons for that part. And I want pressure plates. Doodle Moose is awesome. Coming in clutch with the sleeping. So put that in there. That's only going to open up the one door, which I guess to start is okay, because that gets us in and out, and I don't have to worry about the villagers getting out. So now, I mean, I could, realistically, this is now spawn-proof, or mob-proof, rather. So, at this point, I can go ahead and get rid of all this. And I'm going to have to move my bed, because theoretically mobs could spawn. Let's just get rid of it. So I've got to come through now, and we have to get rid of all of this. Which is going to make the villagers really happy, because they'll be able to wander around now and talk to each other and hang out. That's going to be super exciting for them. But this is the first time I'm actually letting my villagers out of their little hidey hole here. I've been keeping them pretty well trapped in coops since I got the first ones bred up. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this. We're going to get rid of all the stone walls around them. We're going to break all the beds, all the workstations, get all the dirt underneath replaced with more of those granite slabs. And then when we're done with that, we're going to start working on an actual floor plan, how we're going to get these guys situated for their different shopping centers. And like I said, ultimately the idea is going to be that I can just walk in and do massive quantities of trading very quickly without having to worry about who's reset, who isn't reset, where's this guy's workstation. Especially, like I said, in 1.1.4, a lot of us are noticing now that they will just randomly forget their workstation sitting right in front of them, and they will want a workstation like 30 blocks away. It doesn't make any sense. So instead of playing that game where you're trying to guess, okay, where's your workstation now? Or downloading like a mod pack that lets you see a villager's actual workstation. It's just going to be a lot easier for us to come through here and do it ourselves. So I'm going to get to work ranking all this out, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking for the trading hall. So underneath each piece of this carpet is one of our composters, at least in this case for these guys. Now, as you can see, I can make it in real easy. I can get in, I can get out. But these guys are stuck. They cannot get out. And if I look at their hitboxes, you will see that their hitbox is just slightly taller. Just slightly taller than this is. So they can't actually get out. They are completely trapped inside of here. And now it doesn't matter if he picks that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. If he changes 80 times, it doesn't matter because he's always got access to his whatever individual workstation he uses. So now what I can do is I can go 1, 2, I think I'm going to go 3. And this is where the next one's going to be. So we'll go ahead and dig this out. So let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll bring this right across to meet them up. And all of this gets taken out. Then what we're going to do is, well, we're going to eat a little bit of food here because we're starving. Starving, Marvin. Look at how hungry I am. I'm so hungry I couldn't even finish chewing. I was just chomp, 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 chomp. All right, so let's get these in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this right around like this. Now, you don't need this piece. This is really just decoration. I'm adding it because I like the way it looks. But it is not at all necessary for the build. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my terracotta. I'm going to get some more terracotta. Okay. So now we've got this empty pit. So the next thing that we need to do is... hopefully somebody's going to sleep. I can sleep. Fight a villager for a bed, but... Get. He stole my bed. Oh, I will steal it right back. There. You don't get a bed. Neener, neener, neener. Okay, I know Doodle and Ender are on, so hopefully one of them will take the bull by the horns for me here and sleep. So, now that we have that set up, now we got to figure out what we're going to put in here. So, let's see. Really don't need 6 cartographers right now. I don't need 6 smiths or the 6 blast furnaces. But having a couple extra brewing stands would be good. So, let's see. What do I need to make a brewing stand? It has been forever and a day since I made one of these. Oh, that's it. Okay, so 1 blaze rod and 3 pieces of cobblestone. I have 1 in my inventory. So I need 5 more of these guys. All right, so we're going to drop those bad boys down. We are going to get... I'm going to have to make some more carpet. Get in there. Don't you get in there yet. We're not ready for you yet. Got in there already. Enough of there. Okay. ready for you there yet. Now you can go there. So we want to... You need to go into your little pen. Go. All right. So now you are in your pens. It's a good thing. That's a start to a lovely day. Okay, so I'm going to have to do what I did before. I'm going to have to... Now, because we have solid blocks here, we do have to ensure that there's a light source. Otherwise, we're going to have all kinds of stuff spawning up there, and we definitely do not want that. So every time that we have solid blocks, we have to make sure that we're giving them an adequate light source. Then what we're going to do... Now, I just picked up a bunch of these quartz stairs. And again, this part that I'm doing here, purely decoration. You do not need that at all. In fact, it's going to make it maybe a little bit rough if I need to add more villagers into this. Although what I will probably do is I will probably just bring the villagers in from down here and just drop them in the system. Thanks for hanging out with me this weekend. I'm probably going to do a live stream Sunday. And if you're watching this now... well, unfortunately, it's already passed. So, as always, guys, this is Diamond Doozer. Thanks for hanging out. If you liked the video, consider leaving me a like, leave a comment in the box below. And if you really wanted to support the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Click the notification bell to get updated whenever I put a new video out. That being said, I'm Diamond Doozer, and I'm out.